Okay, so for those of you that need help with reading this assignment, there's going to be a lot of big words, so I'm here to help you. So let me read what we have. I have values. What is a value? Values are your beliefs about what is right and wrong and what is important to you in your life. Values guide us to know who we are. And then the Forced Values PDF. Open the above PDF, then choose between the two values that are given to you. Sometimes we value both values, but this assignment makes you choose which one you value more. Then you're going to add up how many ones you circled, twos you circled, threes, and so on. On the last page, you will put the ones in the one spot and twos in the two spot and so on. And then you will rank the values. And it says, watch this video below for more direction. When you're done with that, you're going to answer these questions. What was your top 4 values on the forced value assignment? Do you agree with those? Why or why not? 3, do your personal values drive the decisions you make? What that means is, do your personal values, having your personal values, is that why you choose to do the things that you do? So if I had no value for my education, that would be why I choose not to do my schoolwork. If I have a high value for my education and for my future, then I would do my schoolwork, because I would know that would be important to me so I could be successful when I get out of school. What happens in middle school are grades and is a foundation for what we learn in the high school. So I would know that, and I would know that's important. Now I'm going to go onto the PDF and I'm going to read these to you. And you can just go right beside me with a piece of paper and write down if it's a 1 or 2, a 9 or 10, or whatever. So number 1. 1, to be reasonably sure about the future for myself and my family. Or 2, to have influence with people or over people. So you got to pick between 1 or 2. Which one is more important to you? Second, 9, do what is right according to my beliefs. Or number 10, to have things neat, orderly, and organized. So there you're going to either put a 9 or a 10, depending on which line is more important to you. 6, to do new and different things often. Or 7, to have friends. Those are the 2 you're going to choose between. 4, to do things for my family and others. Or am I going to choose 6, to do new and different things often? 2, to have influence with people. Or 5, to have as much freedom as possible to do the things I want to do. 4, to do things for my family and others. Or 8, to create an atmosphere that makes for satisfying family living. Two, to have influence with people. Or 9, to do what is right according to my beliefs. 1, to be reasonably sure about the future and myself and my family. Or 8, to create an atmosphere that makes for satisfying family living. 5, to have as much freedom as possible to do things I want to do. Or 10, to have things neat, orderly, and organized. 7, to have friends. Or 9, to do what is right according to my beliefs. 1, to be reasonably sure about the future for myself and my family. Or 11, to have as many good things as possible. 3, to have people think well of me. Or 10, to have things neat, orderly, and organized. 2, to have influence with people. Or 8, to create an atmosphere that makes for satisfying family living. 3, to have people think well of me. Or 4, to do things for my family and others. 2, to have influence with people. Or 6, to do new things differently. Or I'm sorry, often. 2, to have influence with people. Or 10, to have things neat, orderly, and organized. 6, to do new things and different things often. Or 9, to do what is right according to my beliefs. I might have read that one twice, guys. I'm sorry if I did. 1, to be reasonably sure about the future for myself and my family. Or 6, to do new and different things often. 3, to have people think well of me. Or 7, to have friends. 4, to do things for my family and others. 9, to do what is right according to my beliefs. 5, to have as much freedom as possible to do things I want to do. Or 11, to have as many good things as possible. 1, to be reasonably sure about the future for myself and my family. Or 4, to do things for my family and others. 1, to be reasonably sure about the future for myself and my family. Or 7, to have friends. 3, to have people think well of me. Or 12, to do things well. 1, to be reasonably sure about the future for myself and my family. Or 3, to have people think well of me. 5, to have as much freedom as possible to do things I want to do. Or 9, to do what is right according to my beliefs. 1, to be reasonably sure about the future for myself and my family. Or 9, to do what is right according to my beliefs. 7, to have friends. Or 12, to do things well. Okay, so now you would count the number of times you circled 1 on your paper, how many times you circled 2, all the way up to 12. Do this for each of the items through 12. Then, so here you're going to write security. If you have 5 1s, you'll put 5. If you have 3 influences, you'll put 3. If you have 3 3s, you'll put 3. If you have however many 4s, you'll put there, and so on and so forth. And over here on the rank side, you're going to rank the item in the column to the right by assigning 1 to the item that you circled the most times, number 2 to the item you circled the second highest, and so on and so forth. In case of a tie, give the items all the same rank, but allow a full number count for each item. For example, if there is a tie on number 3, assign 2 number 3s, which take up 3, 3, and 4 spots. Make 5 the next rank. When you've completed ranking, you will look at the top to the left of the ranking and determine the highest to the lowest value. For example, if number 10 is ranked 1, that means your highest value is orderliness. Be sure to check with your teacher if you have any questions on scoring or ranking. So this explains it right here, but also I did a video at the bottom that will tell you. Okay, so now let's go back to our assignment. And then you're going to answer these questions for me and submit them through a text. Number 1, what was your top 4 values on the forced value assignment? And you can copy and paste these words and put them onto your text, and then just tell me 1, 2, 3, 4 what they were. And then the second question is, do you agree with those? Why or why not? And number 3, do your personal values drive the decisions you make? And that just means, do your personal values choose you to make that decision? All right, so that is what I need you guys to do. And have a good day.